Welcome to Enid Buzz E-Talk, where we buzz about community events, hot topics, and we have guests on. So, What's going on, Todd?
Just hanging out. Gonna talk to some people tonight. Who's on?
It's a big weekend. We've got people.
Another big weekend.
Kathy Nolf here from Red Dirt Barbecue, and we've got the folks in from Enid Roller Girls for the roller derby going on. So, big stuff.
Cool.
Full show. So we'll be back in a minute and talk about that. And we are back on E-Talk, and we've got Kathy Nolf here with E-Town and Eagle Marketing and the newspaper and all that.
Yeah.
And she's here to talk about Red Dirt Barbecue and kind of give us some more information on all of the events going on. And there is a ton of stuff going on. So welcome to the show, Kathy. It's great to have you on here.
Thank you. I'll brag on you just a little bit.
Oh, well, thanks.
He designed our T-shirt, and this is also our insert that was in Sunday's paper. So thank you for the awesome design.
Well, thanks. This is one of my favorites. So everybody get a T-shirt because it's going to be kind of a cool design.
Yeah,
I didn't know you knew how to do that stuff.
Yeah, you get a computer and you think you're an artist, and
he's helped us out for several years with our T-shirts. So we appreciate it.
We used to do cartoons, and then we've kind of evolved out of the cartooning thing, and now we're doing some other designs. So anyway, kind of give us an idea of when everything kicks off and what's going on with this big deal.
Well, we're real excited. This is the Roberts Ranch Smoking Red Dirt Barbecue. They're our title sponsor. On Thursday, the March of Dimes put together the second Little Miss Pork Butt, as we call it, but it's actually the Little Miss Smoking Red Dirt Barbecue pageant. And all the proceeds from this pageant go to the March of Dimes. And they raised a lot of money last year. So they're doing it again this year. And that will be Thursday, April the 9th. If you want to come see the little girls all prettied up, that starts at 5 o'clock. And then on Friday is the actual kickoff to the barbecue. And the cooks come in from all over. And you'll see them lined up and closing off the streets. And then that evening, we've got our Smoking Red Dirt Barbecue People's Choice Award.
Now that's kind of the big thing. That's when people in town can come down and start eating and enjoying all the food.
And tasting, that's what you taste. Yeah, it's delicious. You can come taste all the different meats. And then you get to vote on your favorite. So you buy a ticket, you get a Frisbee, StarTech and Maria Ray's sponsored that.
Is that your plate?
That's your plate, the Frisbee.
So can you sample one of everything?
One of everything.
Okay, great.
Yeah, and then you vote on your favorite.
Okay,
you vote on
cool.
your favorite. So it's really a cool event. So you get to actually taste the barbecue. Usually you don't get to. It's just a contest where the judges taste all the barbecue.
Yeah, that's not fair.
But you're the judge in this. So
Okay, and then so when is the official judging for the barbecue people?
That will be on Saturday.
Okay.
But Friday night's when all the fun is with the People's Choice Award. And then we've got the Kids Queue, Pelagic Tank Kids Queue. That starts at 6 o'clock, and the little kids actually cook. They cook hamburger and chicken. They have their own little contest. They get a little Weber grill, and they have an adult who supervises. And the firemen actually start the fire, so the kids don't catch downtown on fire.
They don't get to take a bottle of lighter fluid and go.
No. No, we actually have our firefighters that will do that, light the grills, and then the kids will cook, and then they get judged and they win trophies and money and all that fun stuff.
Great.
So, and then Friday night we also have the big band, as you've heard us talk about.
Yeah.
It's a 22-piece orchestra.
Now, you had the big band last year, correct?
We had it last year. It was a hit. It was huge. So this year, and last year, Doc Bryant and myself organized it. Well, Doc Bryant has since moved to Austin, Texas, and he's a big part of the music scene in Austin.
He is, and he was a big part of it around here for a while.
Yes, he was. Well, he's invited back this year as our featured guest. So Doc is coming back.
So yeah,
we're
if you
excited.
miss Doc, you get to see him. So come down because he's not in Enid very often anymore.
He's not, and he's a heck of a trumpet player. He is 87 years young.
He was my dentist when I was a kid.
I know. I know. There's a lot of stories about Doc.
Really?
He was actually in the Glenn Miller Band when he was 16, 17 years old. So if you know what the Glenn Miller Band is.
That's pretty cool.
So he's coming back. It's under the direction of Michael Batchelder. So the band plays 7 to 10 p.m., but we do have free dance lessons. So if you want to swing, do a little foxtrot.
Come on, Todd, get down there. And all of this takes place downtown at the Convention Hall?
Yes, Convention Hall.
Okay. Is it all in that building? And
It's all in the building.
It's not in the event center?
No, all in the Convention Hall.
Convention Hall, okay.
Right. So it's all in that area, and then the cookers are going to be around the Q spot and all that area
Out there in the parking lot, kind of like they did last year?
Just like last year.
Now, what if it rains? Is that going to affect anything, or is everything just going on no matter what?
Just keeps on going.
Just keeps on going. Okay, so come
yeah,
out
it just
no
keeps
matter
on
what.
going.
I
Yeah.
was down a couple years ago, and it was how many years has this been going on?
9 years.
Yeah, 2, 3, 4 years ago it was raining, and it didn't stop.
And we even had like the hurricane several years ago. That didn't stop us.
Because these
So-
guys,
I know these guys come from.
They're pros.
Well, tell us real quick about what are these guys competing for? I mean, this is like a national
Yes.
or a real barbecue contest.
It's a KCBS sanctioned barbecue, and we have judges that have to go through a class to judge their meat and their chicken and desserts. But there's prize money, so that's
Okay,
that's
so
the
this
big
is like
draw.
real
People
stuff.
they make money off of this, so it's pretty good money too.
Now, how far away do teams come? Do you know? Do you know
We have a team from Rhode Island.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we do. They came in today. We have Rhode Island, Texas, Kansas. I think Iowa. I'm not positive. We're still getting them. We have
Okay.
We have almost 60 teams right now.
Oh, that's a lot of barbecue.
Last year we had 68. I know.
That's a lot of barbecue.
But we'll probably get more this week, so they can register up to the last minute.
Oh,
but
great.
it's a lot of fun. Even you can come down, and they're a hoot to meet. I mean, you can just go around and talk to all the different
Yeah, they're a lot of
barbecuers.
fun.
They're a lot of fun.
a lot of fun.
Yeah, and they park out there in the parking lot next to Q Spot. And
Yeah.
I remember last year, I got to go on the roof of Convention Hall and take some pictures.
Yes.
And I mean, there are just trailers and buses and trucks everywhere, and it's so cool. It's kind of like going to the fair or something. I mean,
We've turned it into a festival. with all
and there are things going on for kids.
There's
and
a lot
things
of
like that.
yeah. There's a lot of stuff for the kids. Like I said, we have the free dance lessons for everybody.
Yeah.
And it's a family event, so it's free of charge.
And these guys are up like at 1 o'clock in the morning
Cooking.
for the next day. So
Yeah.
there's like something going on all night long.
There's outside if you want to go visit with the barbecuers, and it's hilarious. A lot of them have their own. They have their RVs decorated with like stripper balls,
they're colorful.
disco balls,
They are
and
colorful.
it's hilarious. But it's a lot of fun. They're good people. It's a great event. On Saturday, we have the Ambucks lunch that starts at 11 o'clock in the morning until 1:30, and all the proceeds for the Ambucks barbecue lunch go to the Ambucks to help folks with disabilities and Amtrak. So it's a great cause.
So come on out, get a great lunch, and all the money
Yes.
goes to a great cause here and stays here in town. So.
Yes, sir. And then we have a little band that we put together featuring Cobe Moore, and he happens to be autistic, partially blind, but he's
like a musical genius.
He's a musical genius.
You can give him a song,
And he
and
plays it.
literally just plays. I mean, it
Yeah.
just boggles my mind sometimes, the songs that he can play.
So we're featuring Cobe, and it's all for the Ambucks, and he's such a great example of what the Ambucks stand for.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
So we want you guys to come down, and there is a lot of stuff for the kids, like we said. There's an art show, there's music, there's food, there's vendor booths. I mean, we have pony rides, poop and pony
cool.
rides for the
Can I
kids.
ride the pony?
Oh yeah. Well, are you a kid? Yeah, I guess so. You'd be good.
Yeah.
We were talking about this a while ago. Yeah.
So this is basically a cool 2-day event.
Yep.
Most of the happenings is on Friday and then Saturday. Is anything going on Saturday night, or does it
No,
kind of shut down by
It
then?
shuts down.
Okay.
They get judged, and they have an awards ceremony around 3 o'clock on Saturday, and that's when they announce who the winners are, give out their checks. It's a lot of fun. So
Well, cool. Well, great.
And then it's gone. They're gone.
And then they are out of there.
They're out of here.
To Rhode Island.
Yep, back to
Okay.
Rhode Island.
Well, cool. So everybody come down, and then one more time, the People's Choice. What time does that start on
6
Friday?
o'clock Friday night,
6
April the
o'clock Friday.
10th.
Okay,
Right.
great.
Where do
Is
you?
that the 10th? No, the 11th.
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 April the 11th.
April 11th.
And you, where do you get your frisbee at?
You just you go over by the Q spot. You'll see there's a line. They're selling tickets, or you can go to the Enid News and Eagle and purchase your tickets in advance.
Now, is there a limit to how many people get frisbees? Or
You have to buy. It's per plate. It's
I know, but I mean, do they limit the number of
Frisbees?
Yeah.
Yeah. One per person.
No, but I mean, like, let's say there's not like a limit of 1,000 people or 2,000.
Oh, no.
Okay, they're not worried about running out of food.
No.
Okay.
No, we give all the cooks like a certain amount of ribs to cook.
Okay.
And but when they're out, they're out. But usually
there's plenty. Okay, so plenty of food. Everybody come down and stuff yourself with barbecue.
And then you have a frisbee fight afterwards.
Cool. I mean, if you like barbecue, this is the biggest barbecue event in town, and even probably in all of Northwest Oklahoma.
Oh, yeah,
it's huge.
Easy.
And yeah, kudos to Lynn Binkendorf. She started this 9 years ago. It was very small, and this thing has just grown every year, and we're just
kudos
very proud
to you,
of it.
Lynn.
Yeah, kudos.
I worked with Lynn when she was a newspaper salesperson way back eons ago.
I remember Lynn.
Yeah. So Lynn's still around, but she's doing this. So.
Yep, and we've all pitched in as well.
And then just real quick, tell us the sponsors one more time of the event.
Well, oh my goodness, want all the sponsors? We've got Roberts Ranch, Pelagic Tank, Tonkawa Casino. Woo!
Oh, wow.
And Tonkawa Casino is giving away 2 hot rod grills.
Oh, cool.
So you can come down and win a chance for that. Progressive Windows, StarTech, Ward's Petroleum, Communication Federal, DKS,
Downtown Kitchen Store.
Yeah, Advanced Food, Bath Planet, Rick's Pharmacy. Oh, gosh, there's so many. Let's see. Eagle Marketing, Bath Planet. And the list goes on and on.
There's a lot of people
those
involved.
Those are the major. Yeah, those are probably the major ones.
Okay,
so.
well, great.
And we're excited. And thank you again. So you can purchase your T-shirts.
I can't wait to get the T-shirt. I think Privation Printing is printing those, and I believe they are finishing them up tonight, which is Monday night, so we should have them soon.
We'll have them for sale at the barbecue.
Okay, great. So everybody come on out and have a great time at the barbecue, and we appreciate you being on the show.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah, we will be back in a minute. We're back with, I think these are the Enid Roller Girls team.
He don't look like a girl.
I know. Anyway, we've got the Enid Roller Girls team
part of them.
Representatives here because there's a huge bout going on this week in Enid at the Enid Event Center. And welcome to the show, guys. We appreciate you guys being here.
Thanks for having us.
And I know you guys don't go by your real names, so if you guys would just introduce yourselves as your rollerblade names or roller derby skater names.
Yes.
I'm going to get the lingo down.
We'll teach you, don't worry. My official skater name is Jamie Jawbreaker, but I go by Jaws.
I'm Coach Suge's Knight.
And I'm Screaming Sugar, but I go by Sugar.
Screaming Sugar? Ooh, that sounds like it hurts. Anyway.
Well, great. Well, we are glad you guys are here. And like I said, there is a big bout coming up this weekend. Why don't you guys tell us about that? Tell us a little bit about the team, maybe the names of the other skaters, and just give us an idea of what's going on and how we can get more people out to the event center this weekend.
Okay.
It is April 12th, which is this Saturday, at the Enid Event Center. The doors open at 6 o'clock. The bout starts at 7. Tickets are $12 at the door, and we are playing the Oklahoma City Outlaws. We don't like to say that we don't like anybody, but they're a good group of girls from the city, and we like trying to play each other and kind of stay up over the years. And we've actually played them every year that we've played roller derby, so it's kind of neat to see the progression of both teams with that.
So it's all in good fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Competitive, though.
Yes, it is competitive. We just like everybody else, we don't like to lose, but as you get competitive, you play more competitive teams and they train harder, and it just kind of happens. So
you don't look big enough to be able to hurt anybody anyway.
I like to say that you have to catch me first.
Okay.
Well, and I've got a question for you, and I'm sure some of our audience does as well. When I was a kid, probably in the 70s, roller derby was on that round rink that was slanted, and people, and we always kind of thought of it as like championship wrestling because you just always got the feeling that it was staged and there was actors and all that.
Somebody was always flying over the rail.
Exactly, but what you guys are doing is called flat track.
Yes.
And it's actually real. It's like a real sport. You guys keep an actual score. Can you kind of explain the difference or and maybe the league that you're in and some of that stuff? Or are you even in a league?
Yeah, we are. In roller derby, we play by the WFTDA, which is Women's Flat Track Roller Derby. They are the international governing body of roller derby. They're kind of the ones that have pushed it along and pushed the rules and different things. And they do have a ranking system. We have not played enough sanctioned bouts yet to be in the rankings, but there's 177 teams right now.
Wow.
In the rankings, and it's all over the world. So,
Wow, cool.
Is there a ranked team in Oklahoma right now?
Yeah, there's a couple of them.
Oh, really?
Yes. Oklahoma Victory Dolls, they are 34 right now out of the world. So that's pretty good. And then Oklahoma City Roller Derby, I think, is 100. So they're up there pretty high, too. So, when you have that many people to pull from in your population, you get a little bit more competitive and that kind of stuff. But we're working our way up there. I definitely don't think we'll be at the bottom of the list, but we'll be down towards the bottom. So.
Well, you got to start
your
out.
work
You got to get started.
We're new. They both of those teams have been playing for years, and we're fairly new. We've only been around for 3 years. They've been
3 years, okay.
5, 6, 7 years. So
Yeah.
How many skaters are on the team?
It's 14.
Excuse me, 14?
14 skaters. Uh-huh.
And how many are on the track at one time?
I was going to say, explain to us real quick how many are on at one time and how you score. Just a quick rundown of how the whole thing kind of goes.
Okay, so for roller derby, each team fields 4 blockers and one what's called the jammer, and only the jammer scores points. And she scores points by passing the other team's blockers. So every time the jammer, I'm a jammer, so every time I pass the other team's blockers, then I get a point for that. So our blockers are trying to help me through while they're trying to stop the other team's jammer.
Oh.
So it's offense and defense at the same time.
Oh.
And it's fast moving and hard hitting, and it takes a while to pick up, but once you get it, it's so much fun.
Oh, cool. So are there penalties for?
Oh, yes.
I was going to say, because in the old days they were knocking people right and left. So you can get penalized. Now, what would you get a penalty for?
So many things. You can't throw elbows and forearms like you could back in the day. So not that there aren't hard hits, because trust me, I have flown very far through the air. Because there's definitely still lots of hitting. You're still hitting with your shoulders and your hips, things like that. But there's other things called cut track. Like if I leave the track and I come in front of someone else, then I bettered my position on the track illegally, so I have to go to the box. So when you go to the box now, it's 30-second penalties. So you have to sit in the penalty box for 30 seconds.
So then it's 4 to 5.
Right.
Oh, you can't put it. Oh, you're one
Yes.
short. Oh, wow. Well, that sounds kind of cool.
And when you only have one person scoring on a team, and that person goes to the penalty box, then you're not scoring for that time.
Oh, wow.
So,
Cool. So it seems like at one point I saw a score, and I mean, some of the scores get way up there, don't they? I mean,
yes.
So let's say you get points for how many of their players you pass?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
it's broken down into 2-minute jams, and there's 30 seconds in between each jam. So that's when you change out your players. So for those 2 minutes, whoever's on the track then, that's who stays for those 2 minutes.
Okay.
They go to the box, whatever. And then at the end of the 2 minutes, it's called off. You have 30 seconds to reset everybody, and it goes again. So you have 2 minutes to score as much as you can, and then you reset.
So it's pretty fast-paced.
It is.
that sounds like fun. Well, cool. Now explain this a little bit real quick.
This is our jam towels that we are giving away to our first 150 people into the Enid Event Center. They were donated by Pete Ramos Photography, and he's one of our sponsors, and we're going to give them out, and it works kind of like a rally towel, and swing it around your head,
Waving the towels. Oh, cool. So for the first 150, come out. Now, can you buy tickets? I thought I saw somewhere for $10. Can you buy tickets
Yes.
early for $10?
Up until Friday, you can buy them in advance.
Okay.
You can contact us through Facebook, or you can get a hold of any of the roller girls you know, and they all have tickets. It's $10 in advance and $12 at the door.
Okay.
And you can also buy them at the box office at the Enid Event Center.
And this is Saturday night, right after the barbecue.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, perfect
So
time.
you go eat, you get full, you come over.
You just stay there and watch roller derby. Now, is there what age is the cutoff? Do little kids get in free?
12 and under
12 and
free.
under free.
Uh-huh.
Okay, well, great. So family friendly. Everybody come on out.
Yes.
My kids go to every game.
Yes.
And then how long does a bout usually last? Typically.
It's 2 30-minute halves. And then a 15-minute halftime. So about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours.
Oh,
depending on
cool.
if there's timeouts or whatnot. So if you budget 2 hours, you should be good.
Okay. And do you guys do anything? Is there anything to get the crowd involved, or is it all just kind of like a basketball game? It's just everybody's just intent on the sport, and that's it. Okay.
And then halftime, you get up and get another beer, go to the bathroom or whatever.
You used to have halftime shows.
should.
You don't have roller girl cheerleaders, right?
No,
We do not.
we do not. There is some. There's
Are
a
there
team
really?
that
Are you volunteering for that post?
No, but I do have 2 daughters that
Oh, well.
they
would
dance.
love to do that. One just made palm, so she would be out there and yeah. So
Cool. Awesome.
so anything else we need to know about that?
Did we name off some of the other skaters?
Can you guys name off all the skaters on the team?
Yes. Ready?
Ready, go.
It is Nikki Six Killer, Kelly Ripper, High Deductible, Sassy Wrecker, Iowa Beaton, Redneck Renegade, Burnout Bandit. I think that's it that are skating in this bout.
Okay.
We do have a new class that's just working. They should be bouting in June. It's Violet Vixen, Betty Backoff, and Lethal Lala.
Awesome.
Oh, and Insano Bueno. Yes, they are.
I
new
love the
girls.
names.
Awesome.
So, and then just real quick, what are the prerequisites or requirements to become a skater? If somebody were to see this and were to become interested, what qualifications would they need to have?
They need to be 18. That's it.
That's
And
pretty
female.
much it.
And female.
And email.
Female.
And you guys kind of teach them. What if they don't skate real well? Does that matter? I mean,
As long as you show up and you say, I want to do this no matter what, then
We can teach them.
you guys
teach
will help them.
Yes.
Okay.
I would say that most of our girls either haven't skated in 15 years or ever.
Yeah.
And I had actually never skated ever in my life before roller derby. So
And then explain real quick while you're sitting in this funny contraption here, because you are a skater as well.
Yes.
Explain where you skate at.
I actually skate in Oklahoma City, and I was at a co-ed practice, which is actually men and women skating together. And I was doing some things and training and practicing, and took a fall and broke my ankle.
So it is a combat sport. I mean, you can't get injured. Everybody has to kind of watch out and all that. So
Sweet.
great. So this Saturday night, doors open at 6. Enid Event Center,
Right after the barbecue.
downtown. So everybody be there. If you haven't been, please come check it out. I mean, everybody, not everybody, not anymore, but everybody used to say there's nothing to do in Enid, but now there's always so much to do in Enid. And if you have not been to one of these, just come out and check it out. I think it'd be a blast. I'm going to try to be there, bring the kids, and see what's
Also,
going on.
we're a nonprofit organization.
Oh, really?
And all the girls pay to play. We don't. Nobody gets paid.
Oh, really? Well, that's
we
cool.
donate a portion of our proceeds from every bout.
And then
to,
this bout goes to
Forever Friends.
Forever Friends.
Yes.
So, yeah.
So the more people we get to show up, the more money that we make. But that's also the more money that we donate. So
That's great. That's a great thing to know. So so come on out, support the team. It's an Enid team. They are playing the Oklahoma City Outlaws. So please come out and support our Enid team. And we appreciate you guys being here. And we will root you on Saturday night. All right. Good luck.
Thank you, guys.
Back in a minute. Well, what do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4 guests actually on that show?
Yeah. Some of the roller people's kind of scary.
No, that's what's really cool about meeting them is they're really not scary. They're just average folks having fun. It's a family fun event, so everybody ought to get out. You know what we didn't talk about at the beginning? Where's Ty?
Who?
Yeah. Hi, Ty. Anyway, so you've brought something with you.
Check this out.
There you go. That was, tell them what it is.
This is a Cyclops caricature of myself and my son.
It was done Friday night at First Friday. First Friday was huge. I mean, there was so much going on, so many people downtown. And don't forget that May's First Friday is going to be even bigger because it's Tri-State. The Tri-State Parade will be downtown on Friday night rather than marching on Saturday. Jazz Stroll is going to be on Friday night. So lots of stuff coming up even after this big weekend that we're talking about now. So
It's a good thing we're here.
it's a good thing Enid Buzzy Talk is letting you guys know what's going on. So we're going to get out of here and go find Ty. We're going to go hunt for Ty.
Good luck.
So anyway, in the meantime, we will keep you buzzing.